Hello, everybody.
Welcome to the world of interior design and decorating. Today, this is going to be a very serious video where we look at very serious things.
I love serious videos that aren't funny at all.
Yeah, there's going to be nothing funny in this, so if you're expecting something funny, just leave.
Yay.
This is our first thing that we're taking a look at.
Oh, man.
What is your very serious and corduous thoughts on this toilet?
So my thing is there's no reins. So if I'm really getting a good poop going, I can't grab onto anything.
I think my favorite part personally is got to be the mirror under everything right here.
The hairy taint scope.
The tape scope.
Starting off strong. This is a great video already. This is like a toilet room, but in an armoire. Okay.
Who needs Narnia when you can go to the bathroom?
Something about
Where do you
it
wash
being
your
the same
hands?
floor. You don't. You see, you just kind of freebird it and let your crusty, musty pee hands exist. Oh, so we needed to make room for the trash can there.
Yeah, that's what this is for. And also, how is this tiny little thing going to carry all of your poop into the tank when you flush? I got poops wider than this little hose here. We're going to need to have a talk about this one. Because like when you flush, it sucks it up into the tank and then it processes it and recycles the water. That's how this works.
Oh, that's how toilets work. Somebody explain in the comments fully.
Ew.
I feel like I could put something slightly too heavy and it would just gently tip over.
Oh, it's a table. It took me a second to realize.
I think just the whole energy of this is what's unsettling to me.
See, what you can do is you have another person that's like a real person match this pose and act like they're holding up the table on the other side. And it's like a fun photo op, like at a Ren fair or something.
The windows overlapping into the windows.
Why is this not a window? Why does this have to be a window? Why do you have windows behind your other windows?
And the fireplace that stops in front of a window, so when you look out that window, it's just smoke.
No, so what you do is you put your kids in this room and you open the window. That way they can start breathing in the smoky young.
That way they won't get asthma or cancer ever.
Yeah. You got to get them started young.
Whoa. Oh, God. I hate crown molding so much.
Hey, you want some crown molding? We got some crown molding for you. We got layer 1, layer 2, layer 3, layer 4, layer 5, and arguably layer 6.
I'm almost impressed because that many cuts is really hard.
You know what I bet they did? I bet they had like some leftover like freaking like corner pieces and stuff like from building their house. So they were all like, okay, we'll just shove all the extra crap in here.
Oh, yeah. And they made it work, but not in a good way, but they made it work. What am I looking at? The stove.
Okay. At first I was like, whatever.
If the table was like, no, not even then.
The wall trim. That's what bothers me, not this.
What was the point behind that? Was like the chair guard? Like somebody's just bashing chairs into walls?
Yeah, it's one of my hobbies actually. I like throwing chairs against the wall so that like little tiny piece of like 1/4-inch wood will stop it from damaging my drywall plaster.
The absolute missed cuts is just awesome. How hard was it to make a square?
Who cares? Like just cut it out, man. I'm trying to think of the process of how this photo was taken. Maybe they had to lay down the whole sheet of freaking countertop and then cut a hole in it for the sink stuff to like go on top. And they were just like, let's do a joke where we just like cut like really crappily.
If it was a joke, I'm into it on like that level, but
yeah, it made us laugh.
I can't tell. You know what? You gotta do what you gotta do, I guess, even though it's letting in just as much light.
Well, hey, you can sit here and not have the sunshine on you.
Right, which is why the chair is to the left of that.
Well, that's your sunspot, and then when you want to lay out on the floor and be cold, it's like the opposite of what a cat would do in any situation.
The vitamin D square, and then the lack of vitamin D square. Whoa. Okay, I entirely understand the point of this.
If you live in a flood-prone area, but also this looks awful.
The funniest part about it is the garage that you can't access with a vehicle. The rest of it's like, okay, I understand. Like it probably hurricanes.
Why do we need the garage?
Just get rid of it. Make it bay windows and make it a room at that point. But no.
Well, it's so you can open it and then you could like have a pool down here and jump in.
I like to think they're gonna build a giant concrete ramp for their cars.
It looks like a loading dock at like a skyscraper.
That would be sick. What? Is that a decal of That's awesome.
Do not put anything on this table. It is paper thin. I also hate the 3 steps up into whatever this is.
Oh.
TV too high.
Yeah, it is. But that's a really weird situation where it's like, where else do you put it? Because the barn door's there, I guess.
You could also get a TV mount that at least like angles it down so that you can lay in bed and watch it.
Right.
They were like, I'm going to go for the hospital room aesthetic and put my TV as close to the ceiling as humanly possible.
Oh,
The dueling toilets, another classic.
I think this is a great podcast set if you think about it.
This would be an awesome podcast set.
Just 2 people on toilets next to each other.
You both have to be doing your business during the podcast as well. That's like the gimmick. Because, you know, everybody has a freaking podcast these days. The gimmick of this podcast is that it starts when we start to crap and it ends when we stop crapping.
Brendan, we're doing this because then it would be literally a 90-minute podcast and it would be perfect. They sell doors that are the sizes you need, I promise.
For when you're short, though. If you're like, 5'11" walking up to the store, this is perfect for you.
I like that you said 5'11". As soon as you hit 6 foot, you might as well be 6'7".
I feel like you could have installed this like upside down and then the doorknob would have at least made a little bit more sense.
You're correct. But just cutting it in half is so much funnier.
Well, that's smart, because it'll filter the air.
This looks like something my dad would do.
Ignore the fact that this is where the air comes out of a mini split. This will filter the air.
Shower. Oh, whoa. The entirely exposed piping.
Well, you couldn't rotate the shower 90 degrees and have that stuff against the wall.
Well, then you wouldn't be able to get to it to maintain it.
Why did you install this kind of shower? I guess like if you didn't have the money to like install like one that's more integrated.
But even then,
you could put like a little back on this at least, like something where the pipes aren't exposed.
Those little like 5 foot tall showers, which when I get into, I'm like doing this and crouching to try to get under the water. Is that, that's your gutter into your vent? Through your vent?
Well, okay, so this might not be an actual gutter. They might have just used a gutter to get the air out.
That's such a stupid, it looks like somebody's running water through their vent, which I hope is not what's happening. I love the idea
of that. Like, so if you're you're on that like J.K. Rowling, you got to get mold in your house as efficiently as possible. So this is how you do it. You let it rain and then it just goes into your vents and you make the house as moldy as possible.
That looks like the stairs they just built to my front porch. Why untreated wood on your way? You want to get splinters on the way?
I love this giant like shelf thing.
Why?
Why is the toilet this high up? Why can't the toilet be on the floor?
If you got rid of the shelf and the toilet platform, this is just a ugly powder room. Like,
you don't even need to get rid of the shelf. You just need to move the toilet to the floor.
And get rid of the gravel, because that's just...
It's stupid.
Why does the sink continue?
This is where I keep my things. They're back here.
Wait, is this implying there's like a Jack and Jill with like a shower between, but they kept the sink going? I have like separated Jack and Jills in my house by like a shower, but the counter doesn't go behind the shower like in this precarious photo. Whoa, it's cozy back there.
So this is what's behind here. So you like look around the corner here and then suddenly you're in bathtub corner.
And it's yellow and there's exposed piping that I want to hit with a hammer to see if it explodes.
I want to touch it so hard and feel the hot water.
You lean up on it in the bath and you just burn yourself.
Why are we raising our toilets up?
So we're doing this so that if it overflows, it promptly spills out quicker onto the rest of the apartment.
What is this?
It's the hook. You know what it's for.
I don't know what you would use one singular bathtub hook for.
I have no idea.
Where does the toaster go? Well, on the hook. You can hang it there precariously, and it's like a gamble every time you get in the bath.
The comment that says, the hopeful Dove body wash. So that's intentional on a lot of levels.
I've seen stuff like this around here. It's because they add these additions onto like really old buildings. And they're like, oh, well, we need stairs. And then they add stairs. That's basically how this happens.
Even though they could have added the stairs 2 inches to the left and it would have been fine.
stairs that were 2 inches wider. Like it feels dumb that you have to walk up to this door, but like still like.
Okay, so it looks like these are made of like cinder blocks or bricks or whatever. The ones on the left have been deliberately cut because they're narrower than the other ones, which means this was absolutely intentional in every way.
Well, because the ones on either side are cut. So we have 3 even spaced ones in the middle, then we have 2 smaller ones on the sides.
Just make them full size and the whole thing would have been fine. That would just piss me off. I'd just be falling all the time.
This is built for those people who always walk every other step up the stairs.
Which is me. But I would hit my toe on the mini step every time and fall every time. Oh, just cut the bottom of it. What? Why?
Why did you need a fence here?
HOA asked them to hide their trash cans.
Put it in the garage.
It's a middle finger. That's the point of it.
Put your trash can in the garage until you need to put it out for trash day.
I can speak on this that in some suburban areas like my old house, if you put 1 or 2 cars in the garage, there's literally no room for it. Yeah. So
put it in your backyard, maybe?
The front door.
It's up.
In city skylines, when you like build something on a slope, sometimes they do this kind of stuff with the house where like the front door's way up and everything. And that's kind of what this is, except the garage is.
So I could imagine, especially in like suburban houses and stuff, like you never actually use your front door. You pull into the garage and you walk in via the garage. So don't put your door there at all if you couldn't put it on the floor.
This reminds me a lot of like Cincinnati architecture where for some reason the garage is at street level and then the front door is on the second level, except there's usually terrain. This is perfectly level almost. This is the podcast set, not the other one. This one's way better. Long TP reach for the person on the right is the caption.
Yo, you can do some sick skate tricks off of this.
I don't know how to feel about the diamond window.
I love that it opens up and to the right. Okay, but seriously, why the little slope?
I don't know. Maybe there's like a support structure below it, but that doesn't make a lot of sense. I don't know.
Also, is this toilet been crapped in and they didn't flush it?
A number of times.
I like that when you get in the shower, you put your shower curtain here, you get like a little tiny sliver of window.
Yummy. I like the hook for the towel that's 8 feet off the ground. Ooh. I like these Cartoon Network odd dimensions right now. This is wild.
Yeah, I've been seeing this on Nickelodeon. Like, oh my lord.
You know what? This looks like freaking Where's God When I'm Scared. Like how the rooms looked all angular and skewed in that episode.
You need a light here though, because I can tell this was taken with flash and that it would be super dark and weird without it.
What do you mean? Okay.
You know, it's not hard to move like a receptacle.
Nah.
In most states, you don't even need to be an electrician to do this.
Yeah. Did they not want to put 2 inches of drywall in?
I gotta plug in my cable box right where the freaking chair wall avoider goes. I don't know what this is called.
The chair crasher into wall, or what are those? Chair rail.
Chair rail.
Here's the thing. That only makes sense if you're pressed up against a wall at all time.
Why did my bedroom in like a post 1940s house have a chair rail? What, is the bed gonna like hit the wall? It does that all the time. That's like what the bed frame is for.
Yummy.
I want to touch this
put my
so
hands.
much. Yeah.
the ginormous pipe to the left that's red is so scary.
That's 2 faucets as well.
Ooh, you can get double the water pressure.
Yeah, so you can wash both your hands at once. I usually have this problem. You know, you like turn on the water and it's like, God, I have to keep holding this open because this is, you know, like an airplane or train bathroom where you have to like hold the thing down to get it to keep going. And then I have to wash one of my hands and I have to wash the other one. This one just solves that problem.
I really love that because I feel like my hands are unwashed by the time I've held down the thing in a way. Because I feel like that button is dirty, but whatever.
You can still reach it. It's peeking out.
Yeah. You have to like
the G spot of light switches. Wait, what if you need to unscrew the faceplate?
You have to cut out another notch in this nailed-in wooden panel, apparently.
Well, I wonder if, do you think this is movable? Do you think this is like a door or something that opens?
No, you know why I know that? Because there's a nail right on top of it.
Oh, you're right.
So it's just embedded into the wall. It's the White House.
You didn't need all that.
No, I get that it was just like flat before, but that's not a bad look. You just make a normal porch. Make a porch. Why did we need circle porch? An even better podcast and keep getting better. This is for special guests.
Yeah. More off-center.
You know, the fact that it's brick makes this more of a sin.
I like how
from the beginning,
this piece isn't even aligned with this piece, which obviously isn't aligned with this piece, the area.
I like this, you know, because if somebody's invading my home, I can get my AR-15.
This is your sniper place where you can just stand up here and snipe your home intruders.
I can have my AR-15 with my legal bump stock and absolutely slaughter somebody in my kitchen.
Okay, but what would you do with this space?
You know, what can you do with this space?
Like, do you just have like a little office chair here? This is like you can sit on here and like scroll through reels or something. Like
this is the doom scrolling pin.
Yeah.
See,
hey, look, a chair guard
on the corner. You're allowed to have your chair there,
but not too far into the corner.
I just want to count the number of boob lights back there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 boob lights. That's impressive. And then inset lights for the last 3. Why not continue that pattern?
Why do you have 3 tables? Is this like a community center, I bet?
This is like giving apartment complex. This is the room where you have an event.
What do they freaking call it every single time? The clubhouse. This is the clubhouse.
Yeah, the clubhouse. You know, when you have your clubs.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah.
This way, when you get out, you're dry. Like it dries you off.
No.
Yeah, it absorbs all the moisture.
Think about you're gonna leave footprints.
Oh, they already have. Look at this discoloration right here.
Yeah. I'm guessing that somebody fell in this bathroom one time and a boomer was like, well, if we put carpet down, you won't fall anymore.
Won't hurt as much. What are you?
It's the stairway.
What? The
candle. It's so you can light that candle. So is this only meant to go down?
One time.
Yeah. There's no transition from the ramp to the bottom either. So when you go down, you just bam.
No, that's not a rail. For a second, I thought it was like a rail for one of those like, you know, seats that carries you up and down, perhaps.
Not the attempted murder ramp.
It's a bike ramp. They're common. Walk up the stairs while you push up your bike. This is true, but there's also an accessibility sign right there implying that you could use this for a wheelchair.
Right. Oh, the boob light world.
Into the boob lights. This is what you got to do.
I think I have a boob light in my house, and I want to know in the comments if you think I should make every light fixture, including my lamps, boob lights. Everywhere, boob lights. Oh, is that your boob light that's flickering? Just
it stopped flickering.
The fact that it violently seizes.
Because this kind of light fixture, you know what they do is when you put a light bulb in them and the glass and the foil that they put inside of those things, it does this really cool thing where it makes the light bulb overheat and burn out of time. So you have to change your light bulbs every 3 months or whatever.
Heck yeah.
All right, guys. Well, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out our other reaction videos. We react to Reddit, TikToks, stuff like that. It's all on a playlist. Go watch it.
Have a day.